You're listening to episode number 26 of the Fearless English podcast. Welcome to the Fearless English podcast, where it's all about helping you confidently communicate with anyone without compromising who you are. Let's get started, Fearless Learner. Hello, Fearless Learners. I hope you're well. Now, I want to tell you a little story about my pronunciation with brand names. When I was growing up, I remember mispronouncing every brand name you could ever think of. And I think the rest of the UK also mispronounced lots of these words. So only after I got older, I decided that I would check what is the actual way to say this word instead of making the same mistakes. So I'm going to say the words, but obviously you can't see the words I'm talking about. So I'm going to put a list of those words in the show notes so that you can follow through and practice with me. So I'm going to say these words as many times as I possibly can because they are quite tricky. Some with French or Italian roots, which can be a little bit difficult on the tongue, I would say. That's my opinion. And also, it's not, some of these words are written completely different to how you would say it. So let's get started. So I'll start with an easy one. Nike. So in the past, and a lot of people from London, from England, say Nike. We pronounce it as Nike. But it's actually Nike. So the next one is Versace. So I remember I used to hear this being said as Versace. That's how I would hear it. But it's actually Versace. You might be like, oh, there's not much difference, but there is a slight difference there. And the next one I want to talk about is Givenchy. Now, the way I used to hear it being said and the way I used to say it was Givenchy. That was like normal growing up. Now, the correct way, I'm going to say it again. Givenchy. The next one I want to help you with is Moschino. Now, growing up, I used to hear people say Moschino, Moschino. There was lots of different ways that I used to hear this brand name being said, but it's actually Moschino. So we still have fireworks in the background, if you can hear it. I hope you can't hear it. I hope that you can't catch the fireworks because it's quite disturbing. And all the dogs in the neighborhood are barking because they get scared of fireworks. So poor things, I hope they don't feel too scared. So the next brand name that I want to help you with is Louis Vuitton. So Louis is very easy in this, the first part is pretty easy, but I always hear people saying Louis. And actually it's Louis, so the S is silent, Louis, and then Vuitton. So you want to add the W in there when you say Louis Vuitton. The next one is Hermès. So this one, we used to say Hermes. That's how I used to hear it, and so it's incorrect. The original way to say it is Hermès. So the next one is a challenging one. I want you to be kind to yourself, try your best, and give it a try. But it's not that hard, okay? It's not that hard. It was a little bit challenging for me because the way it's said and the way it's spelled is completely different. So it's spelled Loewe, and the way you say it would be Loewe, 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 Loewe. It actually rolls off the tongue, feels really nice to say. Right, so I went through all of the different pronunciation for these brands. Remember to go through it again if you need a little bit more time to practice. Say it as many times as you can. Use it in different situations. Like, for example, if you see a shop and you see, Moschino, point it out. Maybe tell your friends about all the different pronunciation. Maybe test your friends as well. That would be really fun. Ask your friends how to pronounce it, or your family members. See if they pronounce it the way like the French or the Italians pronounce these words, or do they make a mistake? And this will be an opportunity for you to, correct and learn and, say the pronunciation over and over again. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Love you guys. Bye. If you enjoyed today's lesson, then you'll love our speaking club, where we take what we learn in these lessons and put it into action. You'll get to meet other women and practice speaking English every week for an hour. All you have to do is go to www.blackboardenglish.com/cup. I'll say that again, www.blackboardenglish.com/cup. Let's work together to help you become a confident English speaker. See you in class.